Over the next wave on the Hilton Head News, the island continues to reopen from the coronavirus shutdown. We'll update you on the impact of those openings, how others are giving back, and also talk about the virus's impact on the town's budget with town manager Steve Riley. It's all straight ahead on the Hilton Head News. Welcome in, and thanks for joining us for the Hilton Head News. I'm Bob Stevens. Plenty to get to in the next 30 minutes, beginning with a simple question. You way past due for a haircut? The governor could use one and is expected to get one soon after making an announcement on reopening gyms, salons, and other close physical contact businesses sometime this week. Monday, if your favorite restaurant was ready, you'd be able to go inside, sit down, and enjoy a meal, though the establishment will still have to operate at only half capacity and follow other guidelines from the State Restaurant Association. The coronavirus numbers are getting better, especially the testing numbers. After a long period of testing, only about 1,000 of us every day, DHEC is now testing more like 3,000 a day, their goal for May and June. There were still only a handful more cases in the Lowcountry earlier this week than the same time a week ago. The state legislature reopens this week with absentee voting likely to be an interesting issue. The governor has not been interested in changing any rules yet, but Georgia has adopted a no excuse necessary mail-in system for its upcoming elections, and there are reports that with poll workers in short supply in some counties in the state and 3 lawsuits filed, that South Carolina legislators might be under some pressure to modify the rules between now and November. Hilton Head State Rep Jeff Bradley says he would favor a one-time only no-excuse absentee ballot for 2020, but doesn't want to see the state's voting rules changed permanently. A second Beaufort County School Board member has announced she will not run for re-election this fall. Southern Hilton Head Island Representative Joanne Orishak served 8 years on the board, said that was her self-imposed term limit. Orishak was a member of the minority that often battled former Superintendent Jeffrey Moss. Okatee and Sun City Board member John Dowlings also said he's not running for re-election either. That leaves just 2 incumbents likely to run for the 4 seats on the school board that are up in November. The winding down of the school year has always been a time to honor the school district's Teachers of the Year and Support Staff People of the Year. It used to be an easy one. Show up at the school, somebody hands you an award. This spring, district staffers actually had to visit the homes of the teachers and staffers of the year to make the announcements. The winners were, as always, selected by their peers. Katie Carroll and Patricia Wagner, the honorees at the Hilton Head Early Childhood Center, Michelle Taylor and Magdalena Gorshicki Swidzinski at the IB Elementary. I'm sure I followed that one up. Jennifer Backlund and Nilo Rosado at the School for the Creative Arts. James Wachter and Deborah Diaz at Hilton Head Middle School. And Gerson Bonilla Matamoros and Amy Morissette at Hilton Head High. The toll on our economy from the coronavirus, not as final as our death toll, but the hit will be felt for months or years. More than 340,000 South Carolinians have reported losing their jobs since the pandemic began, and revenue for businesses and the state that depends so much on tourism could be cut in half this year. A rare nugget of positive news, the number of those filing first-time unemployment claims is down for the first time since early March, but the total, while it won't show up on an unemployment rate yet, is 14% of the state's workforce. As you might be guessing, the state's unemployment benefit fund is starting to run out of money. The State Department of Employment and Workforce Director says DEW has $980 million in the bank, but is paying out about $70 million a week in benefits, with little coming back from employment taxes. Estimates are it'll still be good for the next 3 months or so, the unemployment pool, but they're not sure after that. At the peak of the 2009 recession, DEW paid out less than $100 million a month. Now it's paying almost that much every week, and we're in better shape than most states. And there might be no better news about to slowly crawl onto our beaches from the sea, but sea turtle nesting season beginning May 1st in the Lowcountry. Early indications from Florida are this could be another record year. The sea turtle patrols have been kept off the beaches because of the coronavirus, but of course now they're back out there. Florida is reporting nests earlier than ever. And now, of course, we know it was an early spring here in the Lowcountry. Hilton Head Island and the state had their best year ever in 2019. For more information on these and other local stories in the Lowcountry, we invite you to check out the sources listed on your screen. Still to come, an update on how after-school programs are faring in the coronavirus world and how they might fare over the summer. But next, Town Manager Steve Riley talks budgeting, among other things, as the Hilton Head News continues.